Welcome back to 14 Days of Poetry. It is day 8, so let's just get into it. This next week is about to whoop my ass. Like, seriously. I am so dog tired. Let's get into today's poem, okay? So, this one is also untitled, and it's the closing of a friendship, it's the closing of a connection. And after this, I'm done. After this, I promise y'all, like, I'm not doing no more, like, funeral deaths. Like, I'm done. Like, I just write a lot of that. I'm sorry, y'all. It's just so woe is me. But that's just the poet I am. And, I decided to do 14 Days of Poetry. That's the poetry that I wrote that, Today's poem is called... There's no title, actually. There's no title for this one. I left a box on your door. I'm not sure if you'll see it, because you don't live there anymore. The mail's piled up and floor's dusty, but that's to be expected with a relationship so rusty. I wrapped the gift up with our old notes, your handwriting an elegant bouquet of word roses to my silver ring of structure and scratch. To and from, written as easily as a high and by, but you'll be confused when you check it since I don't use the same name no more. The last time I was at this door, you looked into the eyes of someone I'd pushed away before. I'm giving this to you to clear space, for my relentlessness requires forgiveness for your sins. The shackles of envy, lust, greed, pride that turn Air Force Ones to bricks, chained to my feet as I'm thrown overboard into tides of self-hate that drowned my voice and suffocated my lungs with anxiety. I cough up a little salt water, and it splashed on the box. Didn't mean to get it wet, but you hate it when I cried, so some ocean won't hurt you. I hope you smile when you hear this. Somewhere in this fairy tale, you'll understand that the magic wand is my pen. And the damsel in distress isn't you. Never was. Your Prince Charming is just Push and P. That's power behind your product. Your poems are 7 dwarves. They take you in and keep you safe. The apple is a 9 to 5, keeping you in rat race. And the evil stepmother is a tired single mother who can't catch a goddamn break. I left a box at the door, but maybe it's not yours. The name tag's blank, and the family inside laughs and jokes while I go on to the next, dropping presents of pardons at old enemy lines, grudges falling off, bringing ease to my shoulders. But the toughest test of all is, am I relentless enough to forgive? So just to give a little bit of context for this poem, last year, I was just so angry. Like, I was just so angry. Like, I just feel like nothing was working. Nothing was working for me. I didn't know what was going on. I was just so angry. And I feel like I just ended up lashing out at, like, a lot of people. After the big surges and the hurricane, the earthquake, and the tornado, and the firestorm, and everything, after I just kind of sat back, I was like, were these things really that big of a deal? And some of them were, and some of them weren't. You know what? There's only so much that you can control in your life, and there's only so much of other people that you can control in your life, and you can't allow every situation to just get you so frustrated and irate because life is not going to work like that for you. I turned around and I just used my power of words and I started talking things out again. And so writing this poem for me, it just felt like very much like unresolved issues, unresolved tension, unresolved baggage. It's like you can bring it to somebody, but it's like you got to leave that in the past. You can have that. That's like, it's like when you write a letter and you burn it, or like when you write your insecurities on a plate and you smash it, stuff like that. Like, those things are very cathartic. You need to do those things, especially for the situations in your life that you feel very powerless to, because it just reminds you that stuff is temporary, and it reminds you that, the things that we view every day, that we either look in the mirror, that we see in our lives, and that we feel like are just so big and so overwhelming, can be gone in an instant. Your life can change in an instant. At the end of the day, I'm still an artist, and I still want to make poetry, and I still want to write, and I still want to read, and I still want to express myself. So that's why I'm still here. Love you guys, girls, gays, and days. Peace.